Welcome back to our weekly video series, Saints Marching, during which we learn about a different saint of the week each week. And we are focusing in a particular way on some of our lesser known saints in the hope that our knowledge of the saints will continue to be expanded. Our Saints Marching saint of the week this week is Saint Louise de Marillac. Her feast day, her memorial is March 15th. She was born in the year 1591 and died in the year 1660. Now, maybe for a lot of us, St. Louise is very unknown, but she might be somewhat known to some of us due to her close association with one of our more popular saints, St. Vincent de Paul, and more on that relationship in a moment. St. Louise was born in France on August 12th in 1591. She was educated by the Dominican nuns, and she herself desired to become a nun, but at the advice of her confessor at that time, she got married instead, and in 1613, she got married to Antonin Legras, a court official in the Queen's service, the Queen of France. After his death in 1625, she met a priest, St. Vincent de Paul, and who at that time, she adopted him as her new spiritual advisor. And after that moment, when they first met, she devoted the rest of her life to working with him and assisting him in his ministry. She helped direct his, quote, Ladies of Charity. That was what they were known at the time, now known as the Daughters of Charity. And so she helped direct him in that work of caring for the sick and the poor and the neglected. In 1633, she set up a sort of training center of which she was the director in her own home. And there she formed candidates who wanted to help her in her work. So young ladies who wanted to join her in her mission. This was the beginning, the next step up of the progression of the Ladies of Charity. Now they are the sisters, and in time, the Daughters of Charity, as St. Vincent himself referred to them. And so, so the Daughters of Charity, St. Vincent de Paul, and so she was directing these young women, and they became this congregation. She herself would take final vows to join the congregation that she herself helped found with St. Vincent, and she took those vows in 1634, and she inspired a great number of candidates to join her and new candidates to come and join the original group. She composed the rule for the community after she formally joined the community as a nun, as a sister, and in the year 1642, St. Vincent directed 4 of the members of this nascent community to take their final vows. So now they are in perpetuity for the rest of their lives on earth, committed to being religious sisters of this new religious organization. Formal approval of this community placed them under St. Vincent and his congregation of the missions, with St. Louise as their superior. So she was the first superior of this order. She traveled all over France in order to establish her sisters in hospitals, orphanages, and other institutions. By the time of her death in Paris on March 15, 1660, the congregation had more than 40 houses throughout France. And since then, they have spread all over the world. She was canonized a saint in the Catholic Church by Pope Pius XI in 1934, and she was declared patroness of social workers by Pope St. John the 23rd in the year 1960. So all that of our saint of the week this week, St. Louise de Marillac. St. Louise, pray for us. Okay, thank you very much for joining me this week. Please continue to join us each week as we continue our video series, Saints Marching. God bless you all.